Hello everyone, today we are here with BennyBloxxy.
Hey everybody.
Is there anything you would like to say before we get started?
Um, Always wash your eyebrows and you get as good eyebrow game as me. I don't know.
I'll admit that has never been an opening before, so we have a lot of questions for you.
Oh, that is great. Right.
So we will start with questions for you as a narrator.
Sure.
Do you have any plans for your channel?
I have a lot of plans. I tried to explain them in my Christmas message video, but I recorded and edited and uploaded that while I was drunk, so there was no effort put into it. But I am going to do a full Let's Play on The Last of Us, and I'm going to be doing a lot more stories, and I'm going to start uploading some music soon, actually. And I think, right now, we're actually writing a creepypasta, me and my friend Johnny Black.
Okay.
Yeah. That's all I can think of right now. I'm going to make a full-on update video soon.
That works. How did you come up with your channel name?
Actually, this is quite an interesting story, I guess. It started off because I wanted to make a YouTube channel about gaming, and I wanted at first to make a Minecraft channel. I know, stupid. And it was either going to be BennyBloxxy or Mighty Meerkat, because I always had this skin on Xbox Minecraft, which was like this yellow cat thing. And I was about to have it as Mighty Meerkat, but there was somebody famous on YouTube who does Minecraft stuff who used the exact same skin, so I thought I best use BennyBloxxy. And I did like a couple of Minecraft videos, got bored of Minecraft, and just decided to do Let's Plays and Creepypasta instead. I have more fun with it now. So it was just supposed to be a Minecraft username.
How did your persona come to be?
You're talking about the little BB dude, right?
Your little guy that you're known as.
Yeah. This just came from, I tried going for like a creepypasta persona before, like like how everybody has like MCP as the blue guy, Third as the Slender Man tuxedo red guy, and stuff like that. I had like a zombie that had like those scarves that were also a hood.
Mm-hmm.
He had like one of them, and I was going to just make a new channel called either like Creepypasta Messenger or anything like that, but then I met Messenger, so I was there like, oh, damn it. So I just decided to keep it with BennyBloxxy, and since the persona didn't really work with the username BennyBloxxy, I just decided to do Little BB. The name of that little dude.
How has narrating changed you?
I'd say it's made me pronounce my words better and stuff, because obviously I'm reading and stuff, and obviously that develops your brain quicker. And but it's changing me because I now can understand that you don't need, to make a big horror film or write a big massive book to be good at horror, really. Just write a cool little story on the internet and then talk about it. Well, read it, if anything.
How has narrating changed your life?
It's made a lot of people surprised at me now, because, like, on both sides, like, the people that know me and don't know I do creepypasta, they're like, this is a bit dark for you, because you're rather silly. And obviously the people that know me for my creepypasta, they think, oh my god, this guy's, like, kind of dark and stuff. And then, obviously, they meet me in real life, and I'm, like, the biggest idiot they know. Yeah.
Why did you start narrating?
I was at a point I had a very bad laptop before I got my gaming computer and before I moved on to this computer. And it wasn't doing very good for Let's Plays, so I thought, right, while I'm trying to find some way to do the Let's Plays, I need to think of something to upload. And I thought, wait, I've been thinking about doing creepypasta for ages. Why don't I just do it? I can do that in Windows Movie Maker. And so I just got a weird picture from Google, got some creepy music from royaltyfreetrack.com, and read out, I believe it was In the Walls that I did first. No, it was Teddy. I like that story.
What creepypasta do you want to narrate, but are having trouble doing so?
Oh, I'd say it would be any like really, really long one. But I think the main one I want to do but having trouble with is well, I'm not really looking for a one that I will have trouble with, but I did want to do Jeff the Killer at one point. And what I tried to do with that is when I reached 500 subscribers was like get a whole bunch of people in on it, like doing each and every voice in it. And I was only supposed to do the narration and Jeff's voice. But that didn't come to plans, and I just realized I didn't really want to do Jeff the Killer anyway for obvious reasons.
What creepypasta has made an impact on your life?
Now, I thought about this a lot before this interview, and I don't know if I've actually mentioned it to you before, but it was Slender Man. Right, hear me out first. I heard about Slender Man before I heard he was a creepypasta. So I was watching like those like Slenderman documentary videos, and like just looking up stuff about Slenderman and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
How he's like isn't he like a painting that some German guy made or something? That's like one of the hidden laws about him, innit?
That he's like shown up throughout history in different paintings and
Yeah.
different things like that. Yeah.
So I was watching all that. So when I was walking through woods and shit, I was like, no, no. So that creepypasta put a big impact on my life.
What creepypasta will you not narrate?
Jeff the Killer. Because it's just, I wouldn't do it justice. There's a lot of stuff you have to do really with that, because there's not just one guy's voice. You have to get like a lady to help you out with it and stuff like that. I mean, I know ladies, but I doubt they'd want to do a Jeff the Killer anyway with me, because obviously everybody's got that same fear of Jeff the Killer now. Like, they won't do it justice.
That is it for questions for you as a narrator. The next set is for you as a gamer.
Yay!
Why did you decide to do Let's Plays?
I was watching like PewDiePie and stuff like that. I mean, before PewDiePie, I was watching Game Grumps, and Game Grumps was like the first ever time I heard of, Let's Plays. And I was just watching PewDiePie, and since I love gaming and I love making videos, I just decided, like, you know what? I can do this. I can make videos and just play games and talk over them. People find me funny, I guess. Otherwise, I wouldn't have like views and stuff.
What types of games do you play?
I try to focus on horror genre, but I would like to start playing more of like funny games, clever games, challenging games, and stuff like that. I just want to be entertaining. I'll play whatever game people want me to play.
What is your favorite video game and why?
That has to be Zone of the Enders, the second runner. Because it is a game made by Hideo Kojima, the maker of Metal Gear Solid, and you're in like a giant mech suit, and it's all anime, and to say you're in a giant mech suit is quite nimble and stuff, so you just got this sword and you're just flying around planets just destroying robots. and they're taking out giant airships and stuff. Dude, it's eye candy for anybody that loves anime. And I can complete that game in... Oh, sorry.
Go ahead.
I've gone to the point where I can complete that game in 20 minutes. I've gotten that bad with it.
Who is your favorite video game character and why?
Oh, I can't remember. Did I say who it was when I was talking to you the other day?
I think you did, but I don't remember.
I'd have to say it is... Actually, no, can I change my... I'm going to change my answer from Zone of the Enders to Devil May Cry 3.
Okay.
Because that game has just got the best soundtrack and gameplay. But favourite game character has got to be... Oh, I can't remember her name.
Well, what is she from?
I can't remember the game. No, Dust something. The name of the character to play as is called Dust, and he's like some weird fox guy thing. I live streamed this game and completed it. People know what I mean. I think her name's like Nimmy or something, but she's just the funniest game character ever. She's like Navi if Navi wasn't annoying.
Okay. What game are you currently playing for your channel?
I am playing Five Nights at Freddy's 1 and 2 and Last of Us.
I lost my spot. Okay. What are games you plan on playing in the future?
I'm hoping, as soon as I get my gaming PC fixed, I'm hoping to get some H1Z1 gameplay on, because that game looks amazing. I think I won't do Osu videos, I'll probably live stream Osu. Osu is this like game that's kind of like Guitar Hero, but like you just gotta click points on the screen and it can be really hard at times. And Castle Crashers. Me and a couple of other friends are going to do a Castle Crashers Let's Play.
Do you have any future plans for your gaming?
I just plan to have like at least 2 videos a day at one point of any game ever that I can just find and play that is entertaining for people to watch.
The next set of questions are for you as a music writer.
Oh, okay.
What type of music do you write?
I try to focus more on like EDM music, you know, like dubstep, drum and bass, and stuff like that. I'm currently working... I was working on an EP, but part of the software I was using to make that EP with decided to break, so now I'm just gonna make some bunch of tracks and upload them to my extra channel. Yeah.
Why did you start writing music?
It was just something to do while I was editing and stuff, man. Because I really like making music, but I do want to focus more on my Let's Plays and my narrations and stuff. So I just thought I'd do music and stuff while people are waiting for the narrations and stuff.
In your opinion, what is the hardest part of writing music?
Now you see, with that, that can be anything. I suppose it switches with me. Like one point I will be good at writing lyrics and bad at writing instrumental, and then the next week will be the opposite way round. But I'd say right now for me is trying to find the right kind of sound that I want to have in my instruments. I think that's it. Yeah.
In your opinion, what is the most fulfilling part of writing music?
When you finally finish a song and didn't procrastinate all the way through it. I did that so hard with all my tracks.
How do you handle writer's block?
I move on to a new project and to come back to that one later. So I procrastinate.
The next set of questions is about your band.
My what?
Your band.
Cabot, no.
We went over this.
I know. All right, go on. Go on.
You-
Do it. Do it. Do it. Bring it.
You agreed to this earlier, so.
I was probably drunk.
All right. What was the name of your band?
It was Life After Midnight. Casually deleting Reverb Nation page now.
Would you like to tell us about the interesting lineup of your band?
The lineup that did the work, or the lineup that just was there to look pretty?
Both of them.
All right, the lineup that was there just to look pretty was me, my friend Kyle, my cousin, my other friend Bezo, and I don't think we had a bassist at that point. Oh yeah, we did, but we don't talk about him. But that was the members to look pretty. The members that did the work was, I am not being misogynist or big-headed or anything. The work was left to me, and me. I ended up writing all the guitar riffs and everything, put them all together, and then released a track. And that's why they sound rushed and stuff, because obviously I just wanted to get the songs done. Because I kept on promising people we were working on stuff.
What kind of music did you play?
Music now called dirty music. Mostly metalcore and hardcore and stuff, but it wasn't good.
And why did you stop?
Because there was no point in having a one-man band, and I wasn't liking the sound that we had at that time.
Well, you will be happy to know that is it for our band questions.
Oh, thank God.
Now, you actually want to be a producer for comics and cartoons, and so
Yeah.
the next set of questions are about that.
Yeah, sure.
How did you get into comics and cartoons?
I've been liking Batman, Superman, Spider-Man stuff since I was like 3. And I've always like made my own Batman character. Like I was Robin at one point. Like it was funny because I was a little fat kid, so it was like Batman and Fat Robin. Yeah. But yeah, I've just always liked comics and cartoons. So I've just always wanted to do my own.
Well, the next question is, why do you want to produce comics and cartoons?
Same as the answer before, I've always loved cartoons and comics, and it was just I'm always liking to make stuff. Like I've always wanted to make. I want to make everything. I want to make music. I want to make movies. I want to make cartoons. I want to make comics. But I think cartoons and comics are where I'm just going to be like, this is what I want to do. This is my. Obviously, I would like it if I end up turning YouTube into a career, but I'm not into YouTube to make it into a career. I'm just doing YouTube for fun. If I made it into a career, fine. It'll be even more fun because I'm getting career off it kind of thing. So I can just carry on doing what I like to do. But I think what I want to do work-wise would be to make my own cartoons and comics.
What type of cartoons and comics do you want to produce?
Cartoons and stuff, I'd see me making like some kiddie cartoons and stuff like that. But I'd also like to do stuff that you'd see on Adult Swim. But for comics, I've got like my own superhero lineup like DC and Marvel have. Like I've sat down with pen and paper and thought these characters through and through. And I would love to see them in a store one day.
What are some ideas you have for them?
You mean like for my comics?
Yeah, what are some plots that you have for them?
Um, okay, this is going to be the first ever time I like fully explain these characters. Okay, there is my first hero I ever made.
Sorry about the cat.
There is a kitty cat,
Yes.
and he dance, 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 and he dance, dance, dance. Oh my. Heat Sting. He's an 18-year-old guy whose dad was a cop, and while he got picked up by his dad because obviously he was doing graffiti somewhere or something. On the way there, they saw a prison van, and one of the prisoners broke out of it, took uh, Ethan, that's the name of Hastings, like his actual character's name, and took him hostage. And obviously his dad's like, put him down, and he shoots his dad, and he shoots him, and obviously his dad, you think his dad is dead, and Hastings is dead. He goes to hell because he's been murdered in like cold blood. And since he's being touched by devils and stuff, he's been given the gifts of a devil. So then he ends up somehow crawling out of hell, which has given him these hellish powers like fire and stuff like that. And so he just decides, I'm going to be a badass superhero and be called Heat Sting.
Okay. What are some of your favorite comics and cartoons?
I think Batman Beyond is my favorite comic and cartoon. But my favorite cartoons have got to be. I've always loved Dragon Ball Z, even though that's an anime, but whatever. I know my favorite cartoon movie has got to be The Last Unicorn, but I haven't seen it yet. I've only read the book. And I heard like Danny Sexbang, the other half of Game Grumps, cover like the main theme of The Last Unicorn and like showed some footage of the movie, and I was like, this looks amazing. But favorite cartoons is I liked Robot Boy when I was growing up. That was a cool little cartoon. And Ed, Edd n Eddy and stuff like that.
Why do you like horror so much?
Because it's the biggest genre to make somebody feel like how they are in the film. Like, if you're watching a horror movie, like, you're gonna get scared and stuff over the things you're seeing. If you're watching an action movie, you're not gonna be like, oh my god, that guy kicking that guy's ass has made me really want to kick somebody's ass. Obviously, yeah, with comedy, you can watch it and laugh at the funny stuff that's happening. But that's how comedy works. It's just built to induce laughter. I don't know what action films are built to induce and stuff. Drama is good, because then it can make you feel very, oh no. But I think horror has the strongest emotion given out.
What scares you the most?
Heights, and it doesn't really scare me. It just makes you feel all like, oh, no, this isn't heights I'm talking about. I'm talking about the other thing. It just makes you feel like, oh no, go away, that is horrible, kind of thing. But when like a monotone noise is happening and it gets louder, and it's like, oh no, this is horrible. Especially if it's going from one ear into the other, like some kind of stereo moving kind of thing. Ugh.
Also, did I mention we had moved on to random questions?
I kind of guessed.
By the way, we are now moving on to random questions.
Woo, random questions!
Okay. Is there anything else that scares you?
Oh my god, I just had it in my head. This is how much they scare me. I'm trying to block it out. It's not clowns, it's something else. Not mimes. magicians actually scare me. No, old people. Old people scare me. I'm not
Okay.
joking. I'm not joking. I have a legit fear of old people. I don't have a fear of being old or anything typical like that when it comes to a fear of old people. And it's kind of cruel why I'm scared of old people. I
Why are
just
you
don't
scared
want
of
it.
old
I don't
people?
want to say.
It's up to you. The population wants to know though.
I was one time. I drew a little comic making about this one time in school because it was like such a big "oh my god" moment. But I was sat on the bus and I was just sat there minding my own business, and this very old, adorable looking old woman sat next to me, but she looked like, I'm not being cruel, she just looked like she was on like life support, you know. She was quite old. I'm not being cruel, she was just quite old. I did take a bus that was near the hospital, so you know, circumstance and coincidence kind of thing. And I was sat next to her. I was fine. I wasn't being shivery. This was before my fear of old people. But then at one point, she just kind of went, and then just stopped moving, and that just made me like freeze with fear because I thought somebody just died next to me. I suppose that's what my fear is, really. I don't. Talking about it now makes me think it might not be old people I'm scared of. I think I'm scared of seeing people die in front of me.
Um,
But old people are just mean. So I'm scared of them.
okay. I'm gonna try to get my cats quiet while you answer the next question, which is, do you believe in aliens?
Oh, I can go all day about this. Yes, I believe heavily in aliens. I mean, I'd feel better if, when, you know, if aliens are real or not. I'm not saying they are, I'm not saying they're not. I wish they were. Well, I don't wish they were, but you know what I mean. Um, I'm hoping they're more like, you know, like Mass Effect kind of aliens, the Star Wars kind of aliens, because if they're just grey heads, then yeah, I'll be terrified of them, because grey heads are just the worst. They touch you. I don't want to be touched by a grey head. They've got bigger heads than I do. I don't like it. No, aliens are cool. I believe in them.
Give me one second. I lost my place. Okay, do you believe in ghosts?
uh, I I did at one point, but it just I now believe in more like paranormal things can happen, but I don't believe ghosts as they are as an image kind of thing. Like I believe some essence can mess with shit, but I don't believe in like a ghost coming up to me going, "Ooh, I'm a spooky, scary ghost." I don't buy that. I mean, there was one time, which I can explain if you want.
Yes, go ahead and explain.
There was one time, me and a known associate of many people in this community know of, Jared May. I was just waiting for Cabot to react then.
Nope, no reaction from me.
Alright. um, since we know each other in real life, when we were going through school, we was watching YouTube videos on people that channel spirits and stuff like that. So we thought, you know, it would be funny if we said we could do this. So we let the rumor spread for a little bit through school, and then one girl that we knew came up to us and was all like, "Oh, hey, I heard that you like channel spirits and stuff," and we were just there like, "Oh yeah, it's true, it's true." It weren't. We didn't believe it one bit, and we went down. She said, "Why don't we go down in the graveyard and see if you can channel anything?" We were like, "All right." And so we went down to the graveyard that night, and because of the gap in this tree, it kind of looked like somebody pointing, so I was like, oh my god, I'm seeing some guy pointing. He's over there, he's pointing like over in that direction. But I didn't like look over in the direction that he was pointing, I was just like pointing, trying to get people to look, trying to get her and a couple of people that we were with to look at this little gap to see the man. And then that same girl goes, oh yeah, he's pointing over there. And then she turns around and me and Jared are looking at each other like, you know, silently giggling to ourselves like two little bratty kids would. And then we turn around to our friend, the girl, and she's just like completely stood with fear. Like she's gone pale in the face and everything. So we both turn around to see what she's looking at, and we see this girl like leant by a gravestone, and she was like wearing like a dress and stuff, and she had messy hair, so you can understand what was going through my head at this point. So I was there like, whoa, that's weird. And then she just turned her head, I'm not joking, her eyes looked white as fucking death. And then she just like stood up, and before she could make any more movement like towards us or away from us or anything, Jane was like, oh my god, and turned around to see if we were there. We weren't. It was like those old cartoons and where the smoke figure would be there instead.
Mm-hmm.
We ran. We were there like, nope, not doing this no more. Run. We didn't like see her until like the day after when she was at school, so we just walked up to her and was like, are you possessed? And she seemed fine. Yeah, dude. So yeah, kids, just don't make out you can talk to ghosts and then go to a graveyard because you might see a ghost. I'm not saying it was a ghost. It could have been anything. It could have been some creepy girl. Anyway, it could have been just a normal woman. It could have not even been anything there. It could have just been karma kicking me in the nuts. And but no, don't do it.
Do you believe there will be a zombie apocalypse?
Is it bad to say I hope there will be?
If that's what you want.
I mean, I don't mean it in like the sense of like I wish that person got bit. I wish that person got bit. I don't mean it like that, Jared, mate. But anyway, if it did ever to happen, touch wood, I think I would. I'm not saying I'd be a long-term survivor. I'd think I would do good. Plus, I'm the only one in my whole town, along with some other people that I'd probably team up with, probably, that knows what they would be doing with zombies. But I've got like a zombie plan and everything, better than everybody else's plan. Just saying. I thought it through and through.
Okay. Would you like to tell us the plan?
No, because then people will know, and then they'll go to my place. What about you? Do you think the zombie apocalypse would happen one day?
I'm pretty sure if there was one, I would be one of the first people to die.
Oh, no, now I feel about it.
Because, like, I don't know, there'd just be some, like, zombie shuffling down the street, and I'd be like, yo, are you okay? And then just get closer, I'd be like, dude, what are you doing? And then just, like, next thing I know, I'm being attacked by a zombie and just ripped apart and mutilated.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, that's pretty sure that's what would happen to me.
When it comes to zombie apocalypse, it depends on which type of zombies. We're talking like olden day zombies, you know, the slow moving, moaning ones. Then I'd be fine with that because I don't even think that would be a problem for most people nowadays. But if it was like 28 days later zombies, we'd all be fucked. I'd just go in my room and cry.
No, see, even with the slow ones, there would still be issues because then you'd have, there would be the groups of people that would like make a game out of it on, like run up and touch the zombie before it gets you, and then they'd just pick them off.
Because even the slow zombies have got good enough strength to grab hold of you.
Mhm.
They know they want to bite you.
Okay, my next question for you.
Mm-hmm.
How many cups of Jello does it take to fill the White House?
6,004,782. I don't know.
What
was that
song?
the same one that I said the other day?
I don't remember the number you said the other day. You came up with that answer a lot faster than you did the other day.
I know. I think I had that number stuck in my head for a couple of days after that.
Alright. Here's a question that gave you trouble. What song best describes you?
Ooh. I should have really looked through that Bob Marley album to find it. But I believe it is Jammin' by Bob Marley. Because I try my best to be like just a nice guy that likes to jam with friends. I don't mean jam as in just make music, like, I just like to chill. I'm very chill. I try to be anyway. It's just, obviously, when people bring drama your way, you just kind of go, okay.
What song best describes your life?
Ooh. Have you ever heard... I'd say right now it's Do You Know What It Means to Be Human by None Like Joshua.
Okay.
Because it's like, it's talking about how he has to deal with people that kind of forgot what it is to be human. Like, he just deals with people that are just generally dicks and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, he knows how to be human, but they don't. And that, because of my job, that's why I think that right now.
What is your favorite letter of the alphabet?
You mean my favorite number of the alphabet?
That's the next question.
It's gotta be B for BB.
Okay, so now what's your, as you phrased it, your favorite number of the alphabet?
I feel like we have to explain that.
If you want, go ahead.
I was quite tired when I was talking to Cabot last about this interview, and she asked me the question, and I was like, and we got off track at one point, and I was like, oh yeah, what was the question? Oh yeah, what is my favorite number of the alphabet? And we were like in hysterics for like 10 minutes, weren't we?
I Facebooked it.
Yeah, Cabot Facebooked it. It was a good time. But yeah, my favorite number of the alphabet has got to be 6,004,782.
Okay.
Because for some reason I like that number.
What is your favorite word? See, this is why we went over the questions beforehand, so there wouldn't be the gaps.
I know, I'm sorry.
Just for everybody to know, I always give the questions to the people beforehand, so when you hear the gaps, just like what Benny's doing, it's because they didn't look over the questions.
I struggled with it for the first time. It was a word that was from that 70s show.
There was a lot of words on that 70s show.
I know. I realised what I just said. Forget Burn. I like Burn.
Or dude.
I like Burn. Because Kelso is one of my favourite characters, but Hyde is the best.
Yeah, I agree. Okay.
Burn!
Where all have you traveled to?
I've only travelled to Spain, and the last time I travelled to Spain, it was for a 2-week holiday, and for the first week I was laying in bed because I ate fish fingers from a McDonald's that was by the port of Spain. So I got food poisoning.
Okay.
It wasn't a good time.
Where all would you like to travel to?
Japan, straight up. I love everything Japanese. I love Japanese culture, from Konohara to Tokyo. I feel like that should be a song. From Konohara to Tokyo.
That actually sounds like it could be a song.
Probably.
What is your favorite thing that you own?
Favorite thing that I own has got to be, it is not my Cards Against Humanity deck, because I found some in my bedroom that is my favorite thing that I own.
Which is?
It is, do you remember those like old models that you get of game characters?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I have I took the head off of Cloud from Final Fantasy VII and put a Resident Evil zombie on top of it. And named him Jimmy.
Okay.
I'll probably put him in one of my videos.
You should totally do that. Which came first, the chicken or the pig?
It gotta be the chicken because it's my favorite food. Sorry to all vegetarians out there, but I'm straight up carnivore. You guys were the Triceratops, and I was the Tyrannosaurus Rex. Just saying.
Were you scared about posting your first video on YouTube?
I'm scared of people finding it now. After seeing it.
It's a Minecraft video. Go look.
You can't even hear me in the video. You hear like the odd little like. And I had like some Minecraft mod on to try and make it interesting, and I got bored of it straight away. Like I said when I came up with my YouTube channel name. Realized there was much better games than Minecraft. If I had like a group of friends to play Minecraft with, and like not play Minecraft as in like play survival and stuff like that, like I don't know, just get drunk and play Minecraft and do something stupid. Like that's Markiplier. That's drunk Minecraft in Markiplier's videos. I'll not do that because that's just straight up copyright.
What is your favorite thing to do when nobody's looking?
We talked about this, didn't we?
Yep. Did you
Singing
forget?
and dancing to anything by Alkaline Trio, Bob Marley, or Boy in a Band. And if I'm not singing and dancing to it, it's because somebody's in the house, so I'll just like get into it and just mouth the words and dance like this in my chair a little bit. No one can see, so they're missing the good stuff.
That works. Which movie scares you the most?
It used to be The Grudge, but now, ooh, it's some animated movie, some 3D animated movie. Oh, what is it?
Do you remember what it's about?
I remember a Japanese girl being... No. What I watched the other day, House of a Thousand Corpses. It's really cool, but then when it gets to the point with Dr. Death near the end, and you see what he looks like and stuff, I was there like, oh my god, I'm going to pee. He made the rake look like a pussy.
What is your favorite horror movie character?
It's got to be... I can't remember his name, but it's the main bad guy in Would You Rather, because that guy is classy. He's a classy murderer. But the thing is, he doesn't get done for any of it because he's not the one committing the actions. They've paid to do these games. They've had a letter saying that these games might be deadly, that it's just in small print, so none of these people read it. So they're like, would you rather kill you or kill your friend? You gotta do it. You've signed a contract. But he's like so classy about it. Like at the end of the movie, the girl that survives is like dead shivering and stuff, and he's like, I am so glad you came. It's been such a wonderful, entertaining night.
Nice.
And he goes to shake her hand, and she's there just like keeping her hands to herself, and he's there like, excuse me, I know I put you through a lot of trouble tonight, but a thank you for this money that I'm giving you. I think I deserve at least a thank you. So I was there like, this guy knows what he's talking about.
What is your favorite horror movie?
Right now it's Would You Rather, but all-time favorite horror movie has got to be The Grudge 2.
Okay.
Because Buffy jumps off a building at the beginning.
Okay.
Like I don't hate Buffy, I love Buffy. But then there was just that one scene where it was there like, yeah, Buffy's alive, she's okay, she just can see the Grudge girl. So I thought, oh wait, no, she's dead. That's the body right there. Well then.
So, not a Sarah Michelle Gellar fan, huh?
Hmm?
Sarah Michelle Gellar, the girl who plays Buffy.
Oh, yeah, I like her.
Okay.
I don't think she's got a nice singing voice, though, in that Buffy musical episode. As much as I liked Walk Through the Fire. And I will walk through the fire. Love it.
Do clowns scare you?
No, they piss me off. They just piss me off. Like a clown was in... I've explained this to you, haven't I?
Mm-hmm. But go ahead and explain to everybody else.
I will. There was a clown, like, in my main town area. And it kept on, like, coming towards me and doing, like, it's all that clowny stare and jittery stuff. And I don't know if clowns are supposed to jitter. If not, this guy was just weird. And I was just there, like, backing away. But I was there, like, dude, no. Back the fuck up, or I'll put my fist in your face. Because I do find them disturbing, but I don't find them fearful.
Do mirrors scare you?
They did at one point when I first heard about Bloody Mary, and I put every mirror in my house down on the ground. I am a sissy lady pants.
What creepypasta would you love to see turned into a movie?
Oh, every time I hear that question, cabbage.
Go ahead, tell everybody.
Oh, I know everybody's going to hate this, but all of the mainstream creepypastas, because there's those DeviantArts and Tumblr posts of those dead realistic looking movie posters with, like, Jeff the Killer. If done right, it would make an amazing movie. And I don't care if anybody goes, oh, but who's going to do it right? Disney could fucking do Jeff the Killer right. Look at what they're doing with Avengers and stuff. It's the new Star Wars movie. They're making it right. I think the people that did Would You Rather would make a good Jeff the Killer movie. I'm just fangirling Would You Rather so much. Seriously, Cabot, watch that movie.
Blind. I'll listen to the movie, but I don't think I can watch it.
I'm so sorry. I'm really sorry. I'm a fucking idiot. I'm so sorry.
Don't worry about it.
Oh my god. I'm so sorry.
Don't worry about it. It's okay. I promise I'm not offended. Shall we move on to the next question?
Please.
Like a distraction. What happens when you get scared half to death twice?
Well, you die.
Okay.
It's 2 halves of a death.
If you were a genie and somebody asked you and somebody asked you this wish, I wish you would not grant me this wish, what would you do?
Throw them out of a window. Because it's like, I am an all-powerful genie and all you're trying to do is make my job harder than it has to be. So you know what? Let's see if you can fly like a fucking genie.
What ritual pasta would you be willing to do?
Play hide and seek by yourself, because I was tempted to do that one time. Like, actually play it by myself to see if anything would happen.
Have you ever broken a bone?
Like I told you last time, I'm not sure if it counted as breaking my bone, but after I had the chickenpox when I was little, like is chickenpox a virus?
Yeah.
Or like, it's some form of infestation, but something that chickenpox comes from was left over in my ankle, which made it very weak. And me and my cousin, we were like play fighting, and I went to jump kick him. And I landed on the side of my ankle, like right where the spot virus was, which then caused it just to flail and break. It wasn't a good time, because my family was expecting me to still walk on it.
If you don't pay your exorcist, Do you get repossessed?
Just like, oh, so you're not paying me. Well, all right, Lucifer, you can come back into this little bitch now. Yeah, I think that's the case. I'd be like that if I was an exorcist.
And we are actually on our last question for you.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Aww.
What is a fun fact about yourself?
I am the greatest Jew that has ever lived. I'm so sorry. I was told to say that by Seek. But no, I am a fun-loving, interesting... I think I'm interesting anyway. I find myself funny. I've got to entertain myself if no one's entertaining me. So I try to entertain myself. So I'm interesting to myself. I like to think of myself as a cool guy, like a good guy. I try to be everybody's friend. But yeah, I'm just BB, yo. I'm BB. I'm BennyBloxxy.
Is there anything you would like to say before we wrap this up?
I was about to do like one of the phrases from one of my outros then, but I won't do that. Be sure to like Cabot's videos because she does make very interesting content because I've been a long time subscriber and I am honestly honoured to be a part of this interview and be a part of one of your videos.
Well, it was very much a pleasure interviewing you. It was very fun.
Thank you. And again, I am so sorry for that comment earlier.
Don't worry about it, seriously.
Alright.
So, if you have not already subscribed to Benny, make sure to go check out his channel and subscribe and like and comment and support him.
That'd be much appreciated.
And I guess that is it for now. So, bye everybody.
Bye.